Audio test 1 2. Audio test 1 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Elite Field here at Roundrock Multipurpose Complex for tonight's UWS matchup between the top of the table FC Austin Elite and currently sitting in second place San Antonio Athenians, looking to grab top spot with a win today. My name is Ryan Figert, and it'll be my pleasure to take you through the action here as San Antonio looks to grab top spot off tonight's home team, FC Austin Elite. The home side will start with Mary Cardoni in goal, whose brother, of course, retiring today after 7 seasons with San Antonio FC. Some of our viewers will be familiar with Matt. And in the back line, Sophie Sanchez, Addison Carrier, Sarah Navarro, former Athenian Melissa Mior, Maria La Sala, Daniela Bauer, Libby Fish, top scorer Ryan Hierholzer, Jenna Townsley, and Alexandria Aragon as the red and black break their huddle on the far side. The starting 11 for the visiting Athenians, Mia Wilderman keeps her place in goal, and an unchanged back four with Ashley Newland, Eve Clarkson, Sarah Bahi, who wears the captain's armband, and Amanda Chimbima. It's a change in midfield with Jessie Reinhardt returning to the starting 11 alongside Bree Woodall, who makes her first start since 2019. Emma Ruiz completes the midfield trio, and in front of them, the attacking trident of Eden Bretzer, Olivia Wright, and Keely Ayala. Both teams now have taken the field, and it'll be Ayala to kick us off here and get the ball rolling from Roundrock. Thank you to all of those tuning in as the referee goes through his final checks, and we are underway. Ball dropped back to Sarah Bahi. Continues to play an unfamiliar left back position, although she's acquitted herself well, despite favoring her right foot. An early throw in for the Athenians captain, taken quickly to Jessie Reinhardt, battling the sun as Bahi lifts this one in onto the chest of Ayala. Ayala looking to turn her defender and gets to her right foot. Early shot for Keely Ayala, saved by Cardone. Booming punt met by the head of Reinhardt just at the halfway line. Ayala battling for it there with Mior, and it's Wright who comes away with the ball. Woodall now forward. Keely Ayala advancing up the left wing. Keely Ayala into the penalty area. And we've got a free kick coming for the San Antonio Athenians. It looked like Ayala tripped herself up there. It's not how the referee saw it. And it'll be a good chance here from the set piece early in the game for tonight's visitors. Conversation between Reinhardt the German and Emma Ruiz. Ruiz offering the right foot, Reinhardt the left. It's a 4-player wall for Austin Elite set by the goalkeeper. Wall now getting instructions from the referee, who takes his position. Stage is set here for the free kick. Reinhardt steps over it. Ruiz has it go, and this one's dipping towards the top corner. An excellent save from Cardoni, but an excellent start for San Antonio. Was at Athenians training last night and saw plenty of work on the training ground. Those set pieces and nearly paying dividends here just a couple minutes into the game. Ruiz shot tipped over the bar. Here's another set piece though, the corner kick whipped in by Reinhardt. Into the danger area, Clarkson gets ahead to it, blocked at least initially, as Woodall is trying to track down the loose ball, and she does well. Keep Austin pinned in, although it'll be their throw. Handball called against Austin Elite. Enter this game with 19 points, an undefeated 6-0-1 record on the season. The one blemish on their record coming in San Antonio against these Athenians, a 1-1 draw. They snatched it with 5 minutes to play from a corner kick. Newland wants it here on the overlap, but Reinhardt set on sending it into the penalty area, and it's Clarkson taking it on the full volley. Ambitious there for the center back, still looking for her first goal. We've seen all manner of acrobatics from Eve Clarkson this season, just looking to get her name on the score sheet. Here, Holzer trying to trap this one just inside the Athenians' half. Austin Elite forced back now. Aragon. Pass intercepted. Two Athenians tangled up together, but last touch off Austin. And it's the defending champions, the Athenians, who've had the better of these opening minutes. I need a win today to continue to control their own destiny and repeat as Southwest Division champions. That ball out of play. It'll be picked up by Bahi for a throw. Throw comes up short of two players in purple and white, but Ayala is on the case to win it back. It's all the way back now with Mia Wildeman. First touch for the goalkeeper. Who was in the team of the season for the Southwest region last year, and she's still yet to concede a goal this season, as her introduction to the side has coincided with 4 straight clean sheets. The ball in behind here, looking for here Holzer. Support coming on the overlap from Carriere. She can't keep it in play, though, and it'll be a throw for San Antonio. That one miscontrolled by Ruiz. Clarkson with a well-timed tackle to win the ball back. Bretzer can't connect with the English center back, but it's out for an Athenians throw. And Reinhardt looking to open the field there. Got tripped up on the ball, and here Holzer gets a foot to it. 5 in the attack for Austin Elite. Navarro dropped back for Carriere. Attack repelled for now. Time and space for Carriere. Ball down the line, looking for here Holzer. Cut back onto her right foot, and that low cross collected by Wildeman. And the red and black will retreat here. First real attack of the game for the home side. Shimbima afforded all kinds of time here to walk this one up out of the back line. You see the movement in midfield, rotation, trying to find space. Ball rolled out now for Bahi. Forward for Olivia Wright. And here's Woodall down the line looking for Ayala. Ayala up against Libby Fish. Drops this one back to Woodall. Woodall, that one skewing off the outside of her right foot. It'll be tracked down by Eden Bretzer. Good awareness there just to drop it back to Newland, who's now got space and time. And a chance to cross. The cross blocked. And Clarkson nearly caught wrong side of here Holzer there, but able to get a foot to it, and ball's out of play into the Athenians bench. Woodall back to Chimbima, who was player of the game for the Athenians in their last matchup with Wilco FC, a 2-0 win here at Roundrock MPC. And Olivia Wright was on the score sheet. Here she is again, forward down the left wing, met by Mior. And Wright going to shield this one all the way out of play for a corner. Both of these teams actually coming off wins against Wilco. Austin Elite grabbing it right at the end, 85th minute winner to take it 1-0 here at Elite Field. It's going to be Emma Ruiz take the in-swinging service for San Antonio. Readjust the ball as players start to make their runs in, and it's dropped back to the top of the box for Reinhardt. Have a drive. That one blocked out of play for a throw-in. Another training ground set piece for San Antonio. Mior first to it from the throw, and here Holzer's in a foot race with Sarah Bahi. She's able to keep it in play, still waiting for support in the attack. 1v1 opportunity for here. Holzer cuts onto her left foot, and Clarkson back in time to deal with it. A late collision there, waved away by the referee. Right, dumps it in space in front of Bretzer. That one cut out easily by Bauer. Here, Holzer, the top scorer this season for Austin Elite and last season as well with 5 goals. Athenians' leading scorer on the season, Sierra Wanamaker, with 6 goals, not here today. It's a big miss for the visitors. One v one here with Olivia Wright defending Aragon. Aragon gets the better of Wright, at least initially. Olivia Wright does well to get back, and Clarkson will go long. Ayala will chase. Looks like she's got the better of her defender in a foot race there, with enough of a head start for Libby Fish to get it back to Cardoni. Here, Holzer in behind the back line once again. Clarkson retreating and gets the tackle right. At least from my perspective. And the linesman just a few feet away. Blows for the foul. Clarkson obviously not happy about it, and it'll be a set piece opportunity for Austin Elite. This field much bigger than the home field for San Antonio Soccer Central. And Austin Elite seemingly knowing how to exploit that space in behind just a little bit better here in the opening 10 minutes. And they profited for a set piece here. Mior will line it up, the former Athenian. Another one from the training ground, this one for Austin. Aragon miscontrols it, and the shot from distance from Sanchez won't trouble Mia Wilderman in goal. Austin just allowing San Antonio to take this first 40 or so yards of the field. Clarkson looking to take advantage. Puts this one in behind for Newland, who's all the way forward, furthest forward in purple and white. She'll track back now as Austin retain possession. Aragon met by Wright. Wright gets a foot on the ball, and it's through the legs of the defender, and now a chance maybe for Ayala, taken down by Mior. And another free kick in a dangerous position for San Antonio. That one just outside the penalty area. Best chance of the game for either team was a free kick from just about the same spot. Ruiz saved by Cardoni. And it's the same two standing over it. Reinhardt joining Emma Ruiz. The wall set with 4 players. 5 Athenians waiting beyond the back post. Reinhardt again steps over it, and Ruiz trying the same different outcome that time as it sails over the bar. Bahi's first to it from the goal kick. Mior grabs the second ball. Fish rolls it wide for Carriere. Bretzer gets a toe to it. Out of play on the far side for an Austin Elite throw. Bretzer recovers possession for San Antonio and evades 2 tackles. Gets it wide now for the overlapping Emma Ruiz. This one in behind for Keely Ayala. Past 1 defender into the area. Ayala fires that one, and it's inches wide of the back post. 4 goals on the season for Keely Ayala. So many just like that one, inches away, including against Austin in the first matchup between these two. Ayala walked away kicking herself for a number of opportunities in the second half. Were turned away at the doorstep. Seems hungry for a goal here. Set that record straight and to set her team at the top of the table. Not sure exactly what the referee's indicating here. Another goal kick contested just around the halfway line. Here, Holzer able to hold up the play. Immediately looking to use her speed and get in behind. Elite will go long here. That one repelled by Chimbima. And out to Eden Bretzer. Wants to come onto her favored left foot. Rolls that one towards the path of Ayala. Battling for it. 20 yards from goal. And Austin able to evade the pressure. Header from Ashley Newland keeps it ticking along for San Antonio. Woodall with time in midfield here. She'll lay it back for Chimbima. Wide with Bahi. Referee indicates an advantage there as Reinhardt got to the way just in time. Overlapping run coming from Newland, who's probably feeling a little more freedom with a bigger field. Chance to get up and down the wing like she likes to do from the right back position. Returner from the UWS Southwest Championship team in 2021. Here's another returner, Emma Ruiz. Her lone goal on the season coming against this opposition. Here Holzer able to turn past Chimbima, and she's in behind the back line. Bahi coming across, and the referee's whistle brings us to a halt, and the yellow card for one of the 3 defenders crowded around here, Holzer. It's either Chimbima or Clarkson. But either way, an early yellow card to deal with for the center backs. There's 16 and a half minutes gone in this one. Mior will line up the free kick. 3 red and black jerseys now entering the penalty area. And it comes all the way through. A golden opportunity, really. I believe it was Townsley in there who missed her kick. And the Athenians with a let off that time from the free kick. Opportunities on both sides coming from set pieces. Both of these teams very robust defensively, only conceding 7 goals between them, having each played 7 games. No surprise that it's been tough going to try and break down the opposition, at least so far. Clarkson with eyes on Bree Woodall, wants to get in behind here. She'll track this one all the way back to the goalkeeper. Woodall, who was with the Athenians back in 2019, returned to Sam Houston State to play her senior season and got experience overseas, actually playing in Austria, before returning halfway through this UWS campaign to rejoin the purple and white. Referee asking Aragon to take a step back here before she takes the throw. Battle for it in the corner, and combination of Wright and Chimbima able to get it clear. Mior, though, keeps the pressure on as she collects the clearance. Newland gets ahead to it on the far side, and it's out for an Austin throw as the home team starting to grow into the game. Hierholtz are really looking a handful for the San Antonio back line. Woodall past one defender and gets it into the feet of Ayala. Bretzer cuts it back here, head up. Space in midfield as she receives it back from Ruiz. This one in behind for Wright, cut out on its way through. Clarkson gets a foot on the ball and smuggles it over to Ruiz. Now Bretzer able to turn, cuts past one. And the pass looking for the overlapping Keely Ayala. It's a foot race to the ball. Foot race won by Sanchez, but she concedes the throw. Olivia Wright coming across. Looks like they'll swap the wingers here. Bretzer coming on to the left. Newlands with the throw into the feet of Wright. Gets it back and swings in the early cross. Caught up in the feet of Melissa Mior. Gonna get some help from a teammate to get that one clear. And Chimbima well positioned to make sure it didn't find Hierholtzer's feet that time. Bahi with the ball ahead for Bretzer. I think her first instinct was that one's going out of play because that's the size of field that the Athenians train on. When in reality, there's 10, 15 extra yards to work with here at Roundrock. This throw doesn't get a touch. And out of play now for San Antonio throw. Should be approaching a water break here as we're past 20 minutes gone in the sweltering Texas summer. Woodall to the feet of Bretzer. Dumps her defender to the turf, able to keep possession that time. Bahi into the feet of Ayala. Here's Woodall, who's come forward on the overlap. And swinging cross. A little bit under hit that time, Wright trying to track it down. Here's Reinhardt picking up the loose ball, and Ruiz. She'll have a drive, and that one comes up just on the outside of the net as it rippled it on the way down. Another sider for Emma Ruiz, looking to get back on the score sheet against Austin. Interesting to see the midfield dynamic. Each of the players filling in each of the three spots for San Antonio. Reinhardt the furthest back right now. Able to win it as the ball was high in the sky. San Antonio can't keep it, and Austin Elite, at least the forward line, begging for it in behind. That pass too hot to handle for Navarro. Wright receives it there with pressure on her back. Ball launched forward, looking for Ayala. And Ayala continues to do well defensively, and this time looking for Bretzer. Lasala sends it clear. Waiting for the referee to blow the whistle for the water break. Hasn't taken the opportunity the last couple of times it's been out of play. Last touch off Eve Clarkson. And the throw in taken quickly, looking to get in behind the all-English center back partnership. Referee still refuses the water break. I'm thirsty, man. Be Sophie Sanchez Takes the throw. Into here, Holzer. Can't control it. She's got it back now off the deflected clearance. Lasala looking to turn. Shambima going to ground and getting it right. Fired back to the goalkeeper. It's been a combative game for the two center backs. Just 23 minutes gone. Wilderman that time overhitting the diagonal. Mayor gets there ahead of Woodall. Can't find a teammate though, and now it's back with Wilderman. Newland on the jog, brings it forward. Finds the ball wide for Wright, collects it just inside the Austin Elite half. Immediately looking in behind for Bretzer. Appeals for that ball out of play. Eventually it does end up out of play, and eventually now we do have the water break as the two teams head across for some fluids and instruction. We're just about 25 minutes into this first versus second matchup here in the UWS Southwest. Both teams with some early opportunities, but we remain scoreless. We'll be right back here from the San Antonio Athenians YouTube channel. We'll resume play with the Ashley Newland throw. A few steps into the FC Austin Elite half. Coming back out of the water break. For those just joining us, my name is Ryan Figert, and you're watching a UWS matchup between FC Austin Elite, the home team tonight, and the San Antonio Athenians, who are looking to leapfrog Austin in the standings. After a draw between the two teams earlier this season, a win here would put San Antonio on top. Reinhardt drops that ball in behind, but just over hit for Bretzer. And it'll be a goal kick for Austin. San Antonio boasting a superior goal difference, but the first tiebreaker is head-to-head anyway. After that draw, a win here would put San Antonio on top in the result of a tie. Each team with 2 games to play after this one. Austin Elite will face off against the SA Runners, and the Athenians will play the CTX Hornets in Buda, Texas on Sunday. Right, skips past one defender, lays it off for Ruiz. Left-footed ball in behind, looking for Woodall. Clarkson, some good active defending there, got there first. Pass not controlled well by Wright, who's tracking back to try and make amends. There's 3 red and black jerseys ahead of the ball, but Chimbima's now got it. Newland faked going back to the back line, didn't like what she saw, put that one out of play. 20 yards up the field. And some first changes come from the hosts. Look like Townsley coming off and Palacios coming in. The other sub I didn't catch. Kimberlyn Palacios, number 10, in the game for the first time, though. Be a free kick. Sorry, a throw-in for Austin Elite on the far side. It looks like just one change made for the hosts. That one flicks off the head of Newland and out of play for a throw-in 30 yards closer to goal. Five players in the penalty area for Austin Elite. Hierholzer checks to the ball. Clarkson got a foot on it. And it's Woodall who bursts forward from the back line with the ball for the Athenians. Austin Elite just sitting a little bit deeper than the front line for San Antonio, able to collect that one easily. Sophie Sanchez ball, though, intercepted. And Woodall and Ruiz not on the same page there, give it away. Athenians playing without some of their crucial midfield players. Jillian Martinez not here. Emma Bates not in action either. So some change in the midfield areas. Those 3 get accustomed to playing together. 1-2 on the far side, intercepted by Clarkson. He goes back now to Wilderman. It's the same back 4 and goalkeeper that have kept now 4 straight clean sheets. Bahi unable to keep that one in play. And now the second sub comes into the game for Austin Elite. As Carriere heads to the sideline. Looks like the Cifarelli coming into the game. A swap on the left wing for the hosts. Aragon's throw helped on by La Sala. Clarkson's clearance helped on by Bretzer. Ends up out of play. Conversation happening between Ayala and the midfield for San Antonio. Lasala able to receive it from the throw and key this Austin attack. Aragon, some space coming forward from right back. Bretzer tracking back Aragon now met by Sarabahi. Plenty of targets to aim at if she can provide a service into the penalty area. Navarro looking to do just that, but Tierholzer who comes across just to maintain possession for Austin. Mior bounces it to the left side now. An early cross headed clear by Clarkson. Reinhardt pokes it over towards Ruiz. This one directed towards Ayala does find its target. And the Athenians able to maintain possession here in midfield. Drop back for Clarkson. Perfect weight on the diagonal. Finds Sarabahi in space. Bahi lifts this one in behind. Just a few yards too close to the goalkeeper. Looking for right on the diagonal run. Aragon pursued here by Bretzer, who will chase her back. And that one launched out of play by Sophie Sanchez, who's wearing the captain's armband, or one of the captain's armbands for Austin. Hierholzer as well. Mior read that one all the way, able to get a foot to it. Newland ahead for Olivia Wright. Woodall makes the run beyond Wright. Takes that now freed up space and drives inside here. Looking for the ball towards Bretzer. That one intercepted by Lasala, who tracked back and sent it out of play for an Athenians throw. He takes it, settled by Reinhardt. Dumped into the channel for Ayala. He's able to win it off the touch of Sanchez. Intricate interchange there for San Antonio. The pass from Bretzer just short of Bahi. Chimbima pressure on her back as well there, stays composed. And the Athenians can switch it now to the right side with Newland. Woodall with a drop of the shoulder, now freed up to lift this one in behind. Looking for Newland. Cleared away by Austin. Clarkson there first. Strong game so far from Eve Clarkson. Via San Antonio throw. Approaching the attacking third here. Quickly taken for Woodall. He's got all kinds of time. Send this one in, and Bretzer will give chase. Bretzer's going to get there first. Quickly turns and swings this one in. That one comfortable for the goalkeeper. Who, like Mia Wildeman on the other side, didn't start the season in between the sticks for her side. It's been extremely effective since earning that starting spot. Played 4 years at Southwestern University, just up the road here in Georgetown, Texas. Helped the Pirates to a shock SCAC championship over my Trinity Tigers a few years back now. She was named tournament MVP as the Pirates won it in penalties. Up against another San Antonio team tonight. Already come up with one excellent save to deny the Athenians. Ruiz with a free kick in the opening moments, as Wright's called for a foul there. Seven minutes plus stoppage time to go here in the first half, and there will be a few minutes generally with the water break. That one just over the Athenians midfield, but Clarkson again there, able to deal with it. Reinhardt takes a bump before getting it wide for Bretzer. Bretzer into two defenders, and Lasala was able to retrieve possession, but now Chimbima brings it up out of the back line for San Antonio, into the feet of Ayala. San Antonio knocking it around well here. Ball at the feet of Woodall. Woodall turns all kinds of time. She lifts this one in behind for Newland, who's a tireless runner. She won't track that one down. Wait on the pass, not quite there for San Antonio so far in this one. And in response will be two changes, as Woodall will be replaced by Tori Foster. And Bretzer will be replaced by Jade Piper. So we get confirmation of the two changes. Piper, former UIW Cardinal, now playing to the left of Keely Ayala, who's currently a member of the UIW program. Here's Wright. Strong play from the Texas State midfielder. Reinhardt allowed time to pick up her head, and here's Bahi coming forward on the overlap. Needs to keep this one in play, and she's able to do so, at least enough to win the corner. So it'll be Ruiz across the take. Newland and Bahi patrolling at the halfway line. Everybody else interested in finding the game's opening goal. Reinhardt checks short, battling the sun as Ruiz swings it in towards the back post. Chimbima with the header, and it rocks the crossbar on its way through. Closest either team has come as Amanda Chimbima's header is inches away from the opening goal. And again, this game looks like set pieces may be key. Two best chances for San Antonio have come from restarts. Foster just misjudging that one, but again, Clarkson's there. She's been there every time here in the first half that the Athenians have needed her. Ruiz leaves that one short. Can't believe her own mistake. Reinhardt's there to do the running and get possession back for San Antonio. Newland comes inside. Foster plugging the gap in the back line. She'll receive it here. Tori Foster, just 16 years of age, rising junior at Alamo Heights. And getting some real experience here in the first half of an all-important UWS match. Already 2 goals to her name on the season. She slowly worked her way into the first team plans, coming through the Athenians' next ranks, alongside a few players named to the bench today. Here, Holzer tracking this one, comes into the penalty area. She'll get there first. Again, another flash of that excellent speed for Ryan Holzer. Got it in the corner with Bahi, giving her plenty of attention. And a chance for Mior to dig out the cross. That one claimed by Mia Wilderman. Grabbed a couple of crosses so far in this one. No shots to stop so far for the San Antonio keeper. Ruiz back to Newland. First half starting to wind down here. Ayala, great first touch there to get in behind the Austin back line. Sanchez gets caught behind the play here as Ayala digs out the cross. Piper looking forward in the middle, beaten to it by Cardoni. Reinhardt recovers possession, Foster drops it back to Newland. Signs of life in the attack for San Antonio. Wright wanted to foul that time, but it'll be an Austin throw instead. Free kick taken quickly, and Reinhardt picks it up with all kinds of space and time here in midfield. Rolls it wide for Bahi, into the middle for Ruiz. Defender on her back for company, as the two veteran Athenians players play out of pressure that time. We approach first half stoppage time. Should be a couple of minutes added on here for the water break. One yellow card going the way of the Athenians. Still no confirmation as to which player picked it up. One of the members of the back line dealing with the booking. Athenians putting the high pressure on here, and Piper gets a foot on the ball, still battling for it. Bahi now comes forward in support. Chance for Bahi. Left-footed cross. Unable to find Ayala in the middle. But it'll be another throw for San Antonio, an attacking area. As that pressure high up the field starting to pay dividends for the visitors. As the sun's gone down, I'm sure that's made it easier to exude that extra bit of energy in the press. Be another San Antonio throw. Now switched over Austin's way. It's the linesman and the center official not in accordance here, and now they are after a brief discussion over the radio. And it'll be an Athenians throw, much to the delight of the traveling crowd. Bahi takes it. Ayala looking to turn. Ayala fires it. And that one claimed by Cardoni. Another chance for Ayala on the turn, showing her strength in the attack. Still yet to hit the back of the net, though. Foster gets a foot to the goal kick. Wide now for Jade Piper. Ruiz puts this one in behind for Wright, and the weight on the pass is good. There's runners in the penalty area for San Antonio as Wright skips past one defender, and the cross blocked. Clearance lifted in the air by Cifarelli. Drops for Newland. Excellent ball in. Defended well by Sanchez. Pressure building here for San Antonio. But Austin looking to hit the release foul. That is Ryan Hierholzer. Clarkson well positioned. That pass a little bit heavy for Chabima, but she's able to deal with it. Referee checks his watch, and he'll bring it into the first half here. San Antonio building as the half wound down, but still scoreless here as the visitors need a goal to leapfrog Austin in the UWS Southwest standings. Be back in 15 minutes for the second half of action. You're watching UWS play here from the San Antonio Athenians YouTube channel. We welcome you back in here to Elite Field at Roundrock Multi-Purpose Complex. This all-important UWS Southwest matchup between FC Austin Elite and the San Antonio Athenians still knotted at 0-0. Chances both ways in the first half, but you would say the visitors with the best two opportunities. Emma Ruiz with a free kick saved well by Cardone in the opening minutes. And Chimbima with a towering header that rocked the crossbar with 5 minutes to go in the opening frame. All set to get back underway here. So you survey the field. Looks like Foster has kept her place in midfield with Ruiz and Reinhardt, and Piper one side of Ayala, right on the other for San Antonio. Who, just like in the first matchup between these two teams, controlled much of the possession and chance creation. Just a little bit wasteful in front of goal, and some strong goalkeeping from FC Austin Elite has kept this one scoreless. And the threat in behind from Ryan Hierholzer, who leads the line for Austin, keeping the Athenians honest. Ayala, strong turn. Again, chops the defender and heads back to Chimbima. Clarkson, time on the ball, rolls it wide for Olivia Wright. Wright can't get past one. Newland's on hand to recover possession. Ball in the midfield for Foster, who turns, does well, splits two more Austin players. This one in behind now for Piper. Finally able to use her speed and behind the Austin back line. Last touch is off the home team. It'll be an Athenians corner in the opening 2 minutes here of the second half. Ruiz heads across to take. Chimbima already with one header off the crossbar, and this one Clarkson, another target up from the back. And swinging service into a good area. Foster gets a foot to it. Last touch off Austin. Will be another chance, this time for Jesse Reinhardt from the near side to put the ball in the box. Quick raise of the right hand and the in-swinging service sent in. Clarkson gets ahead to it, sends it goalward. Cardone able to gather it as the header got a flick on its way through. Took the power out of it. Made it comfortable for the keeper. Foster gets it wide for Wright, who's in space. Finds Ruiz. Now the run down the line from Ayala. Olivia Wright's taking up that position, vacated by Ayala. Will swing this one in. Great shape. And Piper gets a foot to it. Now Olivia Wright looking for space to shoot. Laid back for Ruiz. Here's Olivia Wright. She'll put her foot through it. And Cardone tips it over the bar. All San Antonio here coming out for the second half. And already a third corner kick coming. Good patience in and around the penalty area there for the Athenians, working to finally get the open look. Two players in purple and white come across, just one in red and black, and there's an overlap here now for Reinhardt, an overload, as it swung in now towards the back post. Foster looking to get on it. Clarkson pokes it back in to her center back partner, Chimbima. Those two not accustomed to working in this penalty area, but Chimbima fighting to keep it alive, does well. And the retreating Clarkson will recover possession for San Antonio. Bahi with the diagonal looking for Wright. That one intercepted on its way through. And that's an easy call for the referee. Headed to the pocket for the yellow card as Cifarelli with a needless tackle on Ruiz. That ball already out of play. We'll restart play with a throw. As Ruiz back on her feet. Both teams now with a yellow card. Didn't manage to get confirmation as to which Athenians player's name is written in the book. It's either Clarkson or Chimbima. 50th minute, and we'll restart play with a throw. Newland launches it forward. Headed clear by Navarro. Navarro finds Bauer. Mior takes it off her own teammate and skips past Reinhardt, but here's Clarkson coming forward out of the back line. Got Ayala making the run ahead of her. Clarkson's going to go all alone here, entering the opposition's penalty area. That one cleared out for an Athenians throw. High five from Ayala, who's always positive. But I thought maybe the ball was on to slip in behind for the striker. Clarkson still so impressive. Front foot defending. Denying the ball into the feet of the Austin forwards. Throwing into the feet of the San Antonio forward, Keely Ayala. Dropped back for Ruiz. Time to measure the cross. Didn't get enough on it. Foster keeping it alive at the top of the box. Now Olivia Wright fighting for it. And Olivia Wright called for a foul against Palacios. Bretzer sent to go warm up. Brooke Martinez as well for San Antonio. Austin with two players against one on their left. Couldn't make it count. Ball out of play. And it'll be a throw in from the halfway line. Newland. The ball intended for Clarkson, but Foster will clean it up. All the way back to Mia Wildeman. Foster dropping in. Also accustomed to playing center back at times. Swapped roles here with Clarkson. It's on another foray forward. Lunging tackle to get that one out wide for Bahi. Reinhardt rolls into the midfield for Ruiz. Flag stays down here against Olivia Wright. Another flash of skill for the Texas State attacker. Got past one, but help defense was there for Austin. And Clarkson in another foot race here. Hierholzer flashing that speed, but no support in the attack for Ryan Hierholzer as it stands. Clarkson gets a foot on the ball. It stays in play. The help now arriving at the top of the box, and it breaks for an opportunity for La Sala, who fired it over. And the speed of Hierholzer producing an excellent counter that time. First chance of the game, first chance of the half for Austin. They can't take it. They're probably thinking they should have. Cifarelli, who was recently booked, is going to head off here on the near side. She's going to be replaced. Wildeman readies the goal kick. It's Carriere who's back into the game on the left wing for Austin, number 5. Piper. And behind the fullback, but the help defense coming from Sanchez. Gets it out for an Athenians throw, taken quickly by Piper. And Reinhardt finds the ball into the feet of Ayala, and that one just bouncing up as she took the shot. Ends up, well, over the bar. Confirmation that it is, in fact, Carrier coming back in for Austin. The Athenians still with Bretzer and Martinez warming up. Two changes from their starting 11 out there right now. Both started this second half with Foster in midfield and Piper on the wing. Wright dealing with the attentions of two defenders. Able to win a throw. Taken by Newland into the feet of Ayala. Fired into Foster. Was able to deal with it well. Deft touch there from Palacios in midfield. Laid back to Fish. Searching ball up the right side for Lasala. Overhit. Into the Athenians bench for a throw. Foster receives it. Drop back to Clarkson. Newland ahead to right. Ball looking for the run of Emma Ruiz. Knocked out for another throw. As Bauer stepping up out of the black line to get a foot on it that time. Space in midfield for Reinhardt. Quickly closed down by Mior. Slip there in midfield and there's space for Ruiz. Springs the ball in behind for Ayala. Couldn't beat the defender she needed to. And Austin able to clear. And there's numbers going the other way on the counter. Palacios gets it wide now for Lasala. Bahi across, trying to contain this attack. Lasala opting to pass there. She approached the penalty area, but it never found Carrier. Ball swung in. Clarkson swung a right foot at it and got a touch. And last touch off Austin, and it'll be a goal kick. Another moment of concern, though, for the Athenians on the counter. Chimbima on the ball here. She's gone the closest for either team, hitting the crossbar in the first half. This ball dumped in behind for Piper to chase, and the speed of Jade Piper means this is a dangerous opportunity for San Antonio. Wright waiting for it in the middle, and that one just overhit. It'll be tracked down by Olivia Wright here on the near side. Ayala calls for it. Wright offers up the service. It's well weighted towards the back post. Ayala settles it, fires the shot. It's just wide of the near post. Pair of opportunities there for San Antonio. Go begging. See, that time the goalkeeper Cardoni opting to stay at home, and the speed of Jade Piper winning out and her matchup on the far side. Similar to how we've seen here, Holzer flex her pace going the other way. Here Holzer gets a flick to it. Bahi matched up with Lasala. It's Austin who come away with it. And Chimbima going to slide there. Ends up handling the ball. And now we get confirmation that it was Eve Clarkson booked in the first half, because Chimbima will stay on the field here. But now both center backs booked. That one seemed totally accidental for Chimbima. But nevertheless, it's an opportunity for Austin from the set piece. Referee is not quick to write down names in his book. He's finally taken down the necessary notes. And the hand raise keys the runners for Austin. Swung into the danger area, nodded goalwards, but over the top. Another set piece opportunity, this time for the hosts. Still nodded up Scoreless here in Roundrock. And a pair of changes as Wright is replaced by Bretzer, who re-enters. And Brooke Martinez is on into midfield for Emma Ruiz. So a pair of Athenians next players in midfield right now for the San Antonio, Foster and Martinez. Martinez got her first assist at the UWS level. She's assisting the player she replaced, Emma Ruiz, in the first match between these two teams. She's playing off the left wing then, deployed centrally here, as the Athenians need a goal in the next 30 minutes to overtake their opposition on the night and move into first place in their title defense. Chabima's pass rejected out of play for a San Antonio throw. Ayala, the ball in behind for Piper, who continues to threaten. Jade Piper putting the back line under pressure here. A composed turn that time from Fish. And last touch off the purple and white. It'll be an Austin throw in their own defensive third. Martinez battling for it there. Last touch off Austin and into their own bench. Bahi quickly picks it up. Ayala with the flick from the throw-in. Can't find the run of Piper. Foster with a good turn under pressure there. Still battling for it. Uses her strength well. And it's last touch off San Antonio as the skirmish continues on the far side. Bahi with the header forward. Piper rising high enough to get it, but it was already out of play. Sequence of throw-ins continues. Chambima puts that one onto the roof of the scorer's tent. And once again, ball in hand for Austin. This one fired into the feet of Hierholzer. Can't control it. And this time, throw in San Antonio's way. Reinhardt fighting for it. Able to get it forward for Piper. Turned into a territory war on the far side. The Athenians advancing and now winning a free kick, courtesy of Keely Ayala. Another chance for Chambima and Clarkson to come forward. So we enter the 64th minute. It'll be Jessie Reinhardt standing over the ball. Her last game in purple and white produced 4 assists in the 5-0 Riverwalk rivalry win over the SA Runners. One will do just fine here. Comes off her left foot into the penalty area. Chambima should get a touch to it. Either way, it's wide. Another good opportunity. Not taken. And the longer I continue to say that, the longer Austin Elite sit in first place. A draw will do them nicely. Maintain their undefeated season and maintain their standing at the top of the table. Mior back to Cardoni. See if the Athenians key the press here. Palacios calling for it in midfield. Cardoni goes short. Sanchez goes long. Here Holzer gets a touch to it, but Clarkson cleans it up. Pass only as far as Melissa Mior, who now brings it into the Athenians' half. Carriera in some space here on the near side, and now the long ball searching for the left winger. Newland's well positioned, gets it back to the keeper. No pressure on Mia Wilderman. Just take a few extra yards for rolling it out for Eve Clarkson. Foster dropping in, picks up the ball, switches it over for Chimbima. Ayala switching spots here with Reinhardt in the build-up. Ayala able to turn as the Athenians' rotation starting to threaten the defensive solidity of Austin. Chimbima into the feet of Reinhardt. Overlap coming from Bahi. If she can keep it in play, this will be an opportunity, and she does. Left-footed cross fired in, too close to the goalkeeper. Had Piper and Bretzer both to aim at. Worth mentioning, both teams missing some of their key contributors to this point in the season. Top scorer for San Antonio, Sierra Wanamaker, not involved today. Wilderman just at the edge of the area, able to pick that one up. Jillian Martinez, 3 goals and 3 assists, also not involved. The Athenians bolstered by the return of Jesse Reinhardt, who launches this one in behind for Piper. Piper always going to make life difficult for the opposition, and she's done so here. Cuts inside her defender, laid back to Jesse Reinhardt, the low shot. Again, just a foot or so wide of goal. The referee points for a corner as it took a deflection on the way through. And it's Reinhardt herself who will take it. Clarkson coming forward, Chimbima as well. Play will stop here as Austin make a sub. Sub will wait. And Reinhardt sends this one into the danger area. Clarkson rises to try and meet it. Bretzer as well. And Bretzer called for a nudge, I believe. And the attack comes to an end. So Austin will now make that change. Goal kick rolled out short for Sanchez. It goes long. It'll be comfortably controlled by Chimbima. Reinhardt to Bahi. Clarkson directing traffic, calls for the run in behind. Bretzer provides it. It's an excellent service, well controlled by Eden Bretzer. Laid into the feet of Martinez. Will turn away from the pressure and then split the defense. And the referee swallowing the whistle there. He had his back turned and missed a pullback. That time from Austin. Whistle eventually goes against Brooke Martinez. Referee again taking an entirely unnecessary amount of time before we get back underway here. Reinhardt, strong header in midfield, gets it wide for Piper. Front 5. Trying to find space for San Antonio. They run out of room on the far side. And we'll head into the hydration break here. Still scoreless in the 70th minute. Result favoring Austin Elite. If it holds, they will remain on top of the division. See what the Athenians can come up with out of the huddle, out of the brief timeout. We'll be right back in just a moment from Roundrock MPC. Ball in behind here for Jade Piper as we restart coming out of the hydration break. Looks like a slight reshuffle of the back line, or perhaps of the shape. As Bahi now in the middle alongside Clarkson. Newland keeps her place on the right side. Maybe shifting to some form of three at the back. Looks like Bretzer maybe joining Ayala in the front line. Piper dropping in, able to turn. Ball out of play for a throw. Flurry of action here at the start of the second half as the Athenians had a few opportunities, and they're looking to create here once again. Reinhardt forward down the left. Sanchez across to deal with it. Puts it out for another throw. Does look like some form of a 3-5-2 here for San Antonio as the throw-in comes for Tori Foster. Foster lifts it in, looking for Ayala. Breaks for Newland, who nods it into space. Tries to track it down. Carrier there for company. That one out of play. Athenians throw here on the near side. So Reinhardt on the left and Newland on the right. Bahi joining in to a back three now. Ball fired forward for Bretzer. Martinez ahead to Ayala. Newland coming on the overlap. That pass denied, but breaks for Brooke Martinez into the feet of Bretzer. Reinhardt gets a foot on it before Austin can clear. Eventually Navarro smuggles it forward for Townsley. San Antonio desperately in need of a goal here to keep their destiny in their own hands as the season winds down in the UWS Southwest. Here's Foster breaking forward, gets it wide for Ayala. Ayala takes her defender and fires the low ball in. And it breaks for Tori Foster. The shot wide of goal, and Ayala can't get anything to it. But the change in shape maybe paying dividends there as Ayala's fitness winning out over Libby Fish, who got caught flat-footed and looks rather tired. If San Antonio's to get a result here, it'll be in the fashion that Austin has all season, grinding it out, finding a late goal. That one flicks off Piper on its way out of bounds. It'll be an Austin throw just inside the Athenians' half. 15 minutes plus stoppages to go. Clarkson with the header clear of the back line. There's numbers in the attack for Austin. Chimbima receives it and does well, warding off the pressure here from Holzer and getting it down the line where Bretzer's giving the Austin defense something to think about. Clarkson back to Wilderman. And Bahi given plenty of time here to bring this one forward. That one looking for Ayala. Flag stayed down. The Athenians couldn't maintain it. And this one destined to get out of play. Another change coming. And it'll be Ashley Newland. Let's put in a good shift on the right side, and she'll be replaced by Bushnell. A like-for-like change. Even the final sprint off the field there for Newland, all important as the Athenians are up against the clock. Bahi into the chest of Bushnell. First touch for her, couldn't keep it. Clarkson lets out a yelp of pain, and she's caught out of position here as Holzer is matched up with Bahi in the Athenians' penalty area, rolled towards the top of the box. Foster's there to deal with it, and Clarkson able to get it clear. Tension building here in Round Rock as it feels like one goal will do it, but no goals will do just fine for Austin. Yet to be a scoreless draw in the UWS Southwest this season. We've seen plenty of lopsided results. The Athenians on the winning end in many of those. Here's the ball in behind for Ayala. Bushnell with fresh legs off the bench, able to track it down. An ill-advised early cross there from the Houston Baptist bound defender. Sends it into the waiting arms of the goalkeeper. That one bounces over both Holzer and Bahi. Clarkson put under pressure here. Her clearance blocked, but a fortunate deflection back to the feet of the English defender. Ayala looking to get that in behind for three different runners in purple and white. But Austin deal with it, and it's back with Cardoni now. Her brother spending 7 years in the Alamo City representing San Antonio FC, announcing his retirement after tomorrow's match for SAFC. Just keeping goal against the San Antonio Athenians tonight, and so far has a well-earned clean sheet. Foster ahead to Ayala, flicks it on, looking for Piper. Get used to saying it's a throw-in on the far side. This one's for Austin. Ayala turning industry into opportunity here as she wins it off the back line. Piper tries to make something of it. And Chimbima with a good burst out of the back to recover possession. Two center backs have again been excellent and combative, just as they were last week in the 2-0 win against Wilco. It's the forward line who needs to produce the goal. That's the flag up. That brings an end to this attack. Austin will play against SA Runners on Sunday. The Athenians will be away to face the CTX Hornets. Both teams will be heavily favored. That's why this one is all important. Under 10 to play. Clarkson gets it forward. A lot of space for Bushnell. 4 to aim at in the penalty area. Drop of the shoulder. And she pokes it forward, looking for Bretzer. Tracked down by the Canadian in the corner. Split pass finds Ayala. Ayala gets to the end line. This ball is sent in and eventually claimed by the goalkeeper after a miscue at the back. And Cardoni's looking to get it going on the counter. 3-on-4. The Athenians with players back, but good run coming out of midfield here for Carriere. An excellent tackle there for Bahi. That's the tackle of the match so far. And Bushnell has just done 2 wind sprints up and down the touchline. Is going to be asked to do it once more here. Forwards trying to hold their runs. The pass overhit. Maybe that fatigue setting in for Bushnell. He's a late substitute in this game. This one will bounce over here. Holzer Bahi gets ahead to it. Foster. Referee indicates play on as Bushnell collects it off the deflected clearance from Clarkson. Ayala's in behind. Bretzer to aim at. Ayala will go for it, from an acute angle. And that went off target. Struck with plenty of power, but the direction taking it over the bar. .83 minutes on the clock as Austin set up for this goal kick off the left foot of Mary Cardoni. Repelled by Piper, but it'll be an Austin throw, and they're, of course, in no hurry to take it. Natalie Osorto in for the first time. Number 8 for Austin, inserted into midfield here. Mior got that one forward, looking for here, Holzer. Chimpima again wins the battle and gets it back to Clarkson. If the Athenians can move it quickly, there's space for Bushnell. Clarkson looking to skip a line and find Bushnell immediately. Breaks for Bahi. Bahi advancing out of the back 3. Ayala stays on side, so does Bahi on the overlap. And that one coming off the hand of Libby Fish, and it'll be just about a corner from 10 yards or so closer in. And a yellow card for Libby Fish as well. So from this range, you think maybe it's possible to bend it in all the way towards the back post. If anyone can, Jesse Reinhardt certainly can. With the wand of a left foot, the wall still defiantly stood just 5 yards or so away, waiting for the referee to put his pen and paper away. Paces it out at his own leisurely pace. Reinhardt encouraging her teammates. Clarkson indicating she wants to be the hero here with 5 minutes to go. Reinhardt in towards the back post. Clarkson rises high enough. It's over her head. Bretzer tries to recycle it. Cleared for the moment by Austin. Foster battling for it in the corner. Foster spins the defender. Drop of the shoulder. Swinging off the right foot. Headed away by Mior, who knows what it's like to be a UWS Southwest champion. She did so with the Athenians last year. Looking to lead her new squad to glory. Foster dropped back to Chimbima, put under pressure by Hierholzer. Chimbima tries to break a line and split the defense. And the referee in the way that time stops an Austin counter. Play will resume with an uncontested drop ball. Chimbima's clearance sliced up into the night sky. Is the sun setting on the Athenians' chance at repeating as champions? Clarkson battling to make sure it doesn't, but it'll be brought back for a foul 10 yards or so further from goal. A goal here for Austin may seal the fate of the Southwest Conference trophy. Martinez stays forward for San Antonio as Bretzer drops in to help defensively. Left-footed service. Wide of goal. And Wildeman urged to take it quickly. Booming punt sent forward, looking for Bushnell. Bushnell takes a touch on the right foot. Ball arriving at the feet of Austin Elite, and they get it out of play. Sense of urgency ever increasing for the purple and white. Bahi takes the throw, easily clears the first defender. Bushnell can't hold it. Mior asked to do a lot there with that pass, fired in hard, but she's able to recover it. Ayala able to do likewise to get it back. Ayala into the penalty area, fires the low shot. Comfortable for Cardoni. 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Had the water break, which usually constitutes a couple. Few stoppages for yellow cards. You'd think it'd be around 4 minutes added. Osordo turns, drops it back for Aragon on the far side. Sanchez sends it out of play. Chambima resumes play, gets it in for Reinhardt. Be another throw for the English defender. Clarkson, time on the ball here. Bushnell can't contain it, and it's out for an Austin throw. Athenians with a chance maybe to pin in the home side. Time running out here at Roundrock Multi-Purpose Complex. 89:15 on the clock. Bushnell gets ahead to it. And Clarkson commits the foul. Austin go long, and Bahi's able to collect it. Bushnell back to Martinez. Can she make her mark on the game? Like in the first matchup between these two teams in San Antonio. Ball into midfield for Reinhardt. As we enter the phase of the game where the referee's whistle is drawing ever closer. Bretzer laid back to Tori Foster. A crucial clearance there for Austin, but Bahi stayed forward and she's collected it here. Carrier doing just enough. It'll be a throw-in here as we've gone past the 90 minutes and into stoppage time. Bushnell, left-footed service. Foster gets a foot to it. Bretzer cuts inside onto her favored left foot. Shot into traffic, deflected. Foster with a chance. That might be the final one for San Antonio, and it ends up over the bar. All eyes on the referee as Cardoni sets up the goal kick. We'll play on here as Chimbima gets a foot to the goal kick, but it's out of play for an Austin throw. And a late substitution for Austin. Definitely designed more on watching the clock tick down and adding any impact from the bench. And both teams depleted of some of their usual faces throughout the lineup. And we've seen a lack of impetus at times from both teams offensively. Athenians with plenty of chances they were unable to take. It's their time to fashion perhaps one more. Foster turns away from Mior, launches it down the field. Bretzer flick towards Jesse Reinhardt. Piper will never say die. She's got this one forward for Ayala. Chance to win it at the death for the Athenians. And Ayala whistled for a foul, and that'll bring an end to the attack and possibly the game. Austin goes long, and the referee's whistle brings an end to proceedings. And what the game lacked in quality in the final third, Austin provided in defensive grit. They see this one out. In scoreless, Cardoni no doubt will get the plaudits. An excellent save in the opening minutes. Set the tone for what was a solid goalkeeping effort for the former Southwestern Pirate. The Athenians disappointed will head home for the evening. He'll be back in action against the CTX Hornets on Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us here for this one. My name is Ryan Figert. It's been a pleasure to take you through it. This one ends all square, and the FC Austin Elite remain on top in the Southwest.